Now, I'm doing this because more people were killed. These people were trampled to death, trying to get to safety to our troops. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's happening that's not being talked about that should be talked about. Now, like I said, a lot of people are trampled upon trying to get to the airport. U.S. Embassy tells Americans not to go to Kabul airport due to security threats. Now, this was issued, this warning was issued a day after Biden said there was no indication Taliban was stopping citizens during Trump's speech. And his speech was horrible. It was the worst speech that I have ever seen by him. And he's had some pretty bad speeches, but this by far is the worst speech that I've ever seen Joe Biden give. Like, I don't know what that was that he gave, right? Now, the exact number of Americans that remain in Kabul and Afghanistan is unclear, but the numbers are as high as 15,000. So, if we have 15,000 Americans there, then there's still a lot of work, and we still have a lot of work to get Americans out of there. And, obviously it seems like they don't really care that much. I mean, to me, it does not seem like they really care. Alright, at least Joe Biden's administration. Now, the U.S. Embassy, like I said, told Americans not to go to the airport, but that is your only way out. Alright, so if Americans don't go to the airport, how are they supposed to get out of there? Alright, if we have up to 15,000 Americans there, the airport is their only way out, and you're telling them not to go to the airport, what are they supposed to do? I mean, there's only one way in, one way out, alright, and that is by the airport. Now, with that being said, like I said, it's unclear how many, but emergency personnel was sitting on person to person to person at the airport because so many people have been trampled upon. Now, there's a lot here, alright? Joe Biden's talking about it was 4 to 5 days ago, let it go. Like, we can't just let stuff like this go. Alright, if you can't handle the job, you need to come out now and say you can't handle the job, and we will find someone who can handle the job. Because it is pretty evident that you can't handle the job, alright? Everybody has their doubts about you, and including CNN. When CNN turns on you, talking about, dementia, and they don't agree with your agenda and what you're trying to push now, then there's a serious problem, alright? It's not just Republicans, it's not just Democrats. You got major liberal news networks turning against you. Then that tells you that you're doing something wrong right there. Alright? So you just need to come out right now and say that you cannot handle the job. Kamala Harris, what are you doing? You're going to Vietnam. Alright? Why? Your president is being hammered on all sides. Democrat, liberal, right wing. Alright, everybody's hammering Joe Biden, and you're missing action, and now you're going to Vietnam? What are you going to Vietnam for? Like, what good is that doing anybody here? Why are you going to Vietnam? That's not going to help you. Jen Psaki, where is she? She's on vacation still. Like, what is she doing? This whole administration is a joke. It's not... Like, you pulled our troops out, and you're sending them right back in. Like, you should have just stayed out of it. I mean, at this point, you should have just left our troops there, because now we're worse off than we were. We're restarting the whole thing. Everything that every president before you has accomplished is going right down the drain. Like, the Taliban is mocking us right now. They're really mocking us, alright? Now, not only do they have our weaponry, our vehicles, not only are they wearing our U.S. military gear, alright, they are also recreating a iconic moment for the U.S. Like, I don't understand what Joe Biden's saying. I don't think Joe Biden understands the severity of it. Like I said, his administration is not handling this. When you have the Taliban mocking us, and they're going back on everything that they said they weren't going to do. Alright, women were supposed to be empowered, they're going to put them in the government, that hasn't happened. They were supposed to be so much more peaceful now, that hasn't happened. Like, you have people getting trampled to death because they're so scared, but yet this administration has done nothing except give a speech that did nothing. Like, it was stuff that we already knew or stuff that made no sense at all. And like I said, you have Joe Biden saying it was 4 or 5 days ago, let it go. You have Kamala Harris going to Vietnam, which, seems very awkward that people are comparing it to the Saigon, and now she is going to Vietnam to... Why? Why is she going to Vietnam? You literally have people comparing this to Saigon, and Kamala Harris thinks it's a good idea to go to Vietnam. That makes you look even worse, right? And then you have Jen Psaki still on vacation. So, like I said, you have one saying it was 4 or 5 days ago, let it go, who is supposedly the commander-in-chief in charge of our country right now. He's saying let it go. One going to Vietnam, and one's on vacation still. While the Taliban is just mocking us, wearing our gear, using our weapons, using our vehicles. Why are they using our stuff? And nobody seems to care. Now, like I said, they are mocking us. Now, this is, they put up their flag. Now, this is for the 6 U.S. Marines who raised the U.S. flag on Mount Shosai. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. During the Battle of 2 July 1945. Now, everybody's seen the photo. That's where the 6 Marines, again, are just holding up the American flag. Taliban has recreated that photo with their flag. Now, if that doesn't tell you that they are trying to take over, then I don't know how else to explain it. And, like I said, this administration is just a joke. Yeah, Robertson, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, in my personal opinion, our military right now is weak. You got Joe Biden that wants to have everybody in the military take a vaccine. When, everybody in the military that has taken the vaccine or is taking it is dying. And yet you just pulled out our troops, but you're pulling them right back in. It's no sense. Like, our military is so weak right now. Alright. So, as far as that goes, our troops might as well just stay there. I mean, there's no point. Joe Biden's too scared to pull them out because he's scared of a terrorist attack, but you're the reason that they are mocking us and will attack us. It's because of you. They know that you won't do anything. That's the whole thing. And like I said, this is not just, people fleeing that they're killing. They are killing everybody or forcing women into slavery. And again, this is children that we are talking about here too. Like, there is hey AP, how you doing? There was a woman who was really set on fire for bad cooking. Alright? So, what happened to them being peaceful towards women being put in government? There's no... Like, anybody who actually believed anything the Taliban said is just a joke. I don't understand why anybody would believe anything that the Taliban says. Like, she was set on fire for bad cooking. Alright? There were reports of women being forced into slavery. Taliban has gone into homes of actual people who fought alongside our soldiers and are killing them and burning down their homes and killing their families. Now, do I believe that, the troops there gave up? I do believe they gave up. Why? I don't know, but I do believe that they gave up because we were still there. Well, were we pulling people out? Yes. And I think that they gave up after we pulled our troops out. But at the end of the day, we can't have our troops there forever. Alright? Joe Biden has to realize that. You just pulled our troops out, and now you're putting them right back in. Alright, we can't have troops there forever. Like Trump and Joe Biden both said, we cannot have troops there forever. So at some point in time, you got to go with it and just hope for the best. Yeah, exactly. Another 9/11. I hate to say it, but with everything that's going on, another 9/11 is not out of the question. It is more. It's more likely now. Another 9/11 is more likely now that this is happening. Hey, Super Dave, how you doing? But with this president in there, even if he wouldn't have pulled out troops, even if he would have kept the troops there, we would have had another 9/11 event because, he's just. Joe Biden is not mentally fit to be president. He's not. Exactly, AP. He's funding the whole thing, and nobody is catching on to that. Um, when you have CNN mocking you, then there's a problem. Like, that is supposed to be your home thing. CNN is supposed to support you. They're supposed to be far left and everything, but they're not even supporting you at this point. Exactly, AAP. Trillions. And yet, Joe Biden's spending trillions more, but he's not even spending it on American citizens. Hey, Genesis, how you doing? Alright, Alright, Super Dave, have a good one. No, I'm not Cajun. I just have a really strong Southern accent. Alright, so, one last thing about this. CBS has now faced intense backlash for a report claiming climate change helped strengthen the Taliban. So, Taliban is now strengthened because of climate change. Now, I get Democrats are, all for climate change and everything. And, at some point, yeah, climate change is happening. But for you to say that the Taliban is strengthening and taking over due to climate change is crazy. Now, this, I haven't read this yet, and it makes me wonder why they would even say this. So let's go through this real quick. Alright, and the report titled How Climate Change Helps Strengthen Taliban, CBS News climate and energy reporter Kara Court highlighted. So she doesn't even know. She's not even she's not even supposed to be reporting on what's happening in Afghanistan. She's a climate and energy reporter. You have nothing to report over there. That's not even your department to report on. Alright. The rural Afghanistan has been wrought by climate change and said that the Taliban has taken advantage of those and have suffered from floods and droughts that have destroyed their crops and left them hungry. That still has nothing to do with the Taliban. A report also said that snow and glaciers in the North Mountains have melted more quickly and earlier than ever before, leading to flooding and droughts in the winter, while heavy precipitation has increased in the south and west by 10 to 25% over the past 30 years. Alright, Kamal Alam, a non-resident senior fellow at the Atlantic Council South Asia Center, said the Taliban exploits Afghan farmers who are recruited by the terror group where they can make more money than they could as farmers. Critics might report on social media may suggesting it's a story perfect for the conservative style. Alright, and then all these comments here are just people mocking him. Now, with that being said, everybody can see that. I appreciate that, Genesis. Best thing to do is just do your own research. That's how I get my news. Yeah, exactly. AAP. Everything is Joe Biden's fault. He's not taking the blame for it, but at the end of the day, he's the only one to blame. He's the only one in charge. He can't even blame Kamala Harris. At this point, it's him. But I mean, like I said, Kamala Harris looks just as bad for going to Vietnam during what people are calling the Saigon. Jim Pazeski is on vacation. This is the worst administration ever. This is worse than Obama's administration. Right? Everyone's like, oh my god, Obama. No. Obama is 10 times better than Joe Biden's administration. And that's horrible to say. When you got people saying Obama is 10 times better than Joe Biden's administration, you know that there's a serious problem happening. Genesis, me personally, I don't think Joe Biden's gonna be impeached. At some point during this, I think either A, he will just resign on his own and Kamala Harris will become president, or something will happen to him. I put happen in quotation marks, but something will happen where he can't continue on as president, and then Kamala Harris will be president, and Nancy Pelosi, I believe, will be vice president. But I believe there will be a trial, and they will try to impeach him. If they don't, then that's bad on Republicans' part. If Republicans don't take a charge here and try to impeach Joe Biden, then Republicans are just as bad for letting this go on. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. At this point, Republicans need to take a stand and set up impeachment documents and set up an impeachment trial to impeach Joe Biden. I mean, they had no problem doing it with Trump, and Trump did nothing wrong for him to get impeached. But so, they definitely need to do that. Whether they fail or not, it doesn't really matter. But Republicans definitely need to take that chance and try to impeach him. I gave up on the audit. There's so many judges and stuff that are trying to block it. It's just ridiculous. There's already so much to say that it's been rigged. Like, all the documents that were brought into Atlanta overnight, the Dominion Energy voting machines were actually taken out of Maricopa County, Arizona. They were taken out, and they were actually taken out. They're not going to be brought back in. So I don't understand why they can't just tell us what's going on instead of taking out the Dominion voting machines and then not telling us what's going on. They just took it out. As far as the impeachment trial, how long will it take? That just depends. Usually, a couple days, it gets everybody together. And then, again, 2 to 3 days later, you should know what's going on with the impeachment trial. But like I said, I seriously doubt that Joe Biden will actually be impeached. Now, it is very possible, when you have Republicans and Democrats going against you. Again, Joe Biden isn't taking questions, so that upsets the media on both sides, Republican and left. He's doing nothing. Taliban, so you got Afghan women here that are protesting outside the White House. You got the border, which Republicans and Democrats are against. You have hurt the police tremendously. You know, the police are just completely underfunded. You got in Minneapolis a ballot on there in the November election to actually defund the police and abolish the police. That's on the November ballot in Minneapolis to abolish the police. You're forcing your vaccines on everyone. You know, you're forcing it on the military. It's killing our military. So I don't know. Maybe if they do get an impeachment trial, maybe he will be impeached. You know, I just don't. I don't know. People like AOC and Rashida Tlaib are actually against Joe Biden, but they're more radical than he is. So we'll see how it actually goes. But again, Republicans definitely need to come out with an impeachment trial to try and help. Because if they don't, then they're just as bad as them for letting it go on. Yeah, there's no way I would. I don't know. Republicans at this point, they have to take a stand. They're the only ones that can stop this. Because Democrats aren't going to come out and be like, oh my god, yeah, we were wrong about Joe Biden. No. Yeah, I mean, this could have definitely been handled better. Joe Biden didn't follow the protocol that Trump left in place. If Joe Biden would have followed what Trump left, then it would be a much different situation. You know, Trump had everything set to a way where it would have been a lot better. Yeah, AP, you can't say anything on YouTube really. You know, don't say anything that they might find offensive or you'll be banned. You know, YouTube's worse than Facebook. YouTube's like the worst one out there. Um, yeah, Genesis, I've heard that, but again, you know, we'll see what goes on as far as even if they call an impeachment trial, which I highly doubt. Thank you, Genesis. But if you know they do call impeachment trial, we'll see. But that's up to Republicans because Democrats aren't going to call it. Now, obviously, Democrats are different in their views. You know, most of them are more radical than Joe Biden, but they're not going to call it. Because Joe Biden, they already know Joe Biden is not going to last much longer. When you got White House doctors coming out saying that Joe Biden is not mentally fit, current and previous White House doctors saying that he is not mentally fit to serve. You got all over magazines that he's not fit to serve, all over the news, all over newspapers, all over TV. He's getting criticized on everything he's done. I mean, from the border to defunding the police to Afghanistan to everything. AAP, I don't know what message you just sent, but it got rejected, so I'm not sure what message you just sent. But YouTube deleted it. I'm not sure what your message was though. Let's see if I can go back. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Alright, I don't know what message you sent, but YouTube deleted it. So, but with that being said, when Joe Biden has been criticized on everything that he's done, border, police, military, vaccines, schools, like everything is worse under this administration. I mean, kids are being taught CRT, critical race theory. Innocent people are getting killed in Afghanistan. Our troops are dying from taking a vaccine. Police are being defunded, ambushed, shot, and killed. Border Patrol is just crazy. I mean, Border Patrol is being fired upon now. Border Patrol even said that, you know, most of the time they don't face gunfire, people just want to get through, but now people are actually trying to kill Border Patrol. That's when you know there's a serious problem. No, I didn't know that, Genesis. That's definitely a interesting story, though. Yeah, AP. I mean, that happens to me on a daily. Well, actually, it doesn't happen as much as it used to. Honestly, I mean, YouTube used to take 30, 40, 50 people from me a day. At one point, when everybody was getting censored, when all the conservative channels were getting censored, for that like month to 2 months there, I lost over 200 subscribers, and they even took away my other account. So I went from 200 more subscribers on here to and having another channel to losing 200 subscribers and having lost the channel. But again, what happened again? Who knows? I mean, I know Steven Crowder is completely gone off YouTube. Some conservative channels are doing better, and one problem is the depends on how big you are, really. People like Brand Tatum who have, 1,690,000 subscribers. He is a huge platform, so they're not just gonna up and abolish his channel like that. People like ABL who have 886,000 subscribers. They're not just gonna up and abolish his channel like that because he is a huge platform. And I say that, but yet Steven Crowder had over 1 million subscribers, and yet they still up and abolish his whole platform just like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people for YouTube, these people that have millions of subscribers or even 900, 800,000 subscribers, that is their source of money. That is how they make their money. That is how they work. So for YouTube just to up and banish people like that, that's serious problems. I mean, that is like, I don't know, when you ban people for that, that is horrible. Now, that is one positive thing YouTube has done for me. YouTube will not sponsor me. So, that is one positive thing. I don't have to worry about if I do get banned, that's my only source of income. So, YouTube not um, sponsoring me is one positive thing that I have actually come to the conclusion of. So if they're not going to sponsor me, that's fine. I don't have to depend on them for money. Yeah, Rosen, I'm definitely gonna check out Gab. That way, I can start it, and who knows? Maybe I can actually make a career out of it. I haven't heard of Odyssey, but I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I'll definitely check out Odyssey. I haven't heard of it, but again, this is something that you have to have. Yeah, exactly, AP. That's what I'm saying. They don't send out notifications. They don't do anything. They don't. They really don't send out notifications. I mean, honestly, at this point, I've been on YouTube for I want to say 5 years. Let's see if it tells me my join date. Alright, so I joined March 21st. Wait, hold on. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, so March 21st, 2018. So I've been on YouTube for close to 3 years now. And I got 2,350 something subscribers, alright? So where does that make any sense? I should easily have 3, 4, 5,000 subscribers by now, but I don't. And again, I probably would have over 3,000 if I wanted to get hundreds of subscribers taken away, comments deleted. They've even gone as far as to removing likes. So again, all those sites y'all just mentioned. I've heard of Gab and Rumble. I'll definitely check those out. And Odyssey, I haven't heard of, but I'll definitely check out Odyssey. I'm definitely not. What YouTube's doing actually makes me go much stronger than it makes me feel even more passionate about what I do. You know, it is hard with the censorship, but it makes me go even harder and makes me even more passionate about what I do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Genesis. I'm definitely have to check those out because YouTube doesn't send out notifications. I mean, I should easily have 20, 30, 40, 50 people in here at a time, but I don't. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out other platforms. Um, One other thing I might do is I might create a social media. I don't know, Instagram doesn't seem to be too bad, so I might create a Instagram so all y'all can stay connected. I would use Facebook, but again, Facebook is almost just as bad as YouTube. I don't think Instagram is quite that bad, so I might do that. But again, if I could, yeah, exactly, just but I mean, I can't even do that. Like, I was actually monetized for like 2 days, and then they took it away because they said my content was not deemable to be fit. Yeah, a lot of people do it just to have their names shouted out in a live stream. Some of these people actually have channels themselves and are trying to grow. Rob, I'm not, definitely not. Um, Even like YouTubers that get super chats though, crazy part is YouTube takes part of it. You don't even get the whole super chat. I don't know how much you get, but they take a good bit away. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but they do take. I want to say like 20%, 30%. Um, yeah. I mean, I've had. I might definitely have to set that up, but if I can make this a career with like sponsors and stuff, that would be really cool. To have sponsors set up and stuff like that. But obviously YouTube is. Jen says, I might set it up when I go to these other sites, and until then, um, definitely Robinson. I mean, I'm gonna create other sites, but YouTube is definitely dying. But I'm definitely gonna look into these other websites. All right. Well, Jenny says, I definitely. All right, Jenny. Well, I'll definitely set one up. And like I said, I try to live stream once a week. So maybe like Wednesday again, I'll live stream. Usually on Wednesdays I have more time to live stream, so I might go live for 2 or 3 hours. Who knows? I usually have more time, but I'm gonna try and set up these other sites so that we can. It'll probably be like 11, 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna try and set up these other sites so that maybe we can get something going here. But Genesis, I do work overnights, so I might have videos overnight. But like I said, I'm gonna try and set up these other sites. Um, but I'll see y'all next time. Like I said, I try to have daily videos, but like I said, I try to stream at least once or twice a week. But as always, y'all stay safe out there. And I'll keep y'all updated on my usernames on the other sites. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.